Hello! Today we are looking at a sculpture by John Bowitz, a Sioux City artist and longtime professor at Morningside College. And this is titled Tree of Knowledge. It's a sculpture that he made in 1979, and it is one of the most curious pieces that we have in our collection. It's an artwork that in particular kids are attracted to, if for no other reason than there's a knife being suspended by a very slender string, which has been an attractor for the many years that we've had this on display. What interests me about this sculpture is that while many artists are inspired by the physical world, the outside world, they're looking for beauty in landscapes and portraits, or there are subjects that are specifically meaningful to them. For John, the interest is more or less what's going on in his brain. He's aware that the production of art is an individual thing, but you're an individual working within a framework that's already been established. So along with teaching art, John is a fantastic font of knowledge when it comes to art history. He knows art history inside and out, and so is keenly aware that whatever he does is taking part in that history. And this is a great case in point. So Tree of Knowledge, and it's basically a very poorly functioning rustic bookcase. Obviously I'm about 6 feet tall. This is more than me, of course, and it has just a single shelf down at the bottom. And a quick look at the spines of the books reveals that these are art books. And when I'm touring kids through, I always ask them, take a look at those books. And besides the fact that they're art books, what else can you tell me about these books that is a little unusual? And it usually takes them a while because it's so skillfully done, but John cut all of the books. But this is about a 6-inch deep bookshelf, very shallow bookshelves. These are all pretty large books, and they have all been sliced into the same width so that they fit perfectly inside this little bookshelf. And of course there is the knife, as I mentioned, that is suspended, which acts as the make-believe tool, the implement that did the slicing of these books. Reflecting on the fact that he called it Tree of Knowledge, it's, to me, and I could be wrong, but to me it's saying that for somebody who is in the art world, you have to learn art. But there's only so much of that can truly be put into your brain. You're still interpreting it, but you have your own ideas, your own experiences, sensibilities, that is taking this knowledge from the art world and shifting it for something that is your own. And so that's at least my take, is that he's indicating that there's only so much that he can absorb from his knowledge of art history. And this is his Tree of Knowledge. His Tree of Knowledge is about filtering, about limiting, and understanding that in any field that you might be working in, you're going to take what you can get from experts, from people who have done this before, but you're still going to have to chart your own course. And that's one of the things I like to talk about with kids. We tour 5th graders through here, kids who are just starting to recognize that they can start thinking for themselves, and to understand that that's the way we all work. And so I think this is a really clever sculpture. It's even humorous in a way, but it is a smart, profound sculpture in its very simple way.